And we are back for the second hour of this week's session of A Song of Tara and the final one in 2016. And you guys are strolling around the lovely, lovely little seaside town of Bantry. Population not a whole lot. And you're looking at... you're talking to a few of the the locals and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Sniffing, trying to see if you can find some traces of Fina. And
Do you want me to roll for that?
Yes, please do.
That is perception and survival.
Yes.
And if I'm sniffing, I'm probably in lupus form.
I would imagine so. Yes.
So -2 difficulty on that then.
Yes. Will it help him if he actually has something that smells like Fina to look after?
Yes, it would.
All right.
Well, 998742.
That's a very good roll, which enables you to say with absolute and complete and total and certain clarity that no, you can't in fact smell her anywhere.
Does not smell of Fina.
Maybe around the place the car was found.
Well, then that's the question, where it was found.
Well, I'll have to actually find out through the Garda stuff then.
Please give me a roll.
Hey, ooh. My difficulty is 2 lower than normal.
Yes, I know, because computer aptitude is a nice thing. Well, that's good. That means you have 1 success.
Nice. One?
Yeah.
Which one of them?
One of the 7.
Oh, there's a 1 too. Right.
Mm-hmm. And you, but that does mean you get like the bare bones basics about this car, but you do realize that it was found on a privately owned gravel road, right near a ruin of something called oh, come on, Joan, for goodness sakes. It's called Castle O'Donovan, which is not actually in town. It's a little ways outside of Bantry.
Castle O'Donovan. Where's that, guys?
Would Liam recognize the name? Or is it still too local for him?
It's too local. It's probably one of the numerous little castle ruins around the Dublin. I almost said Dublin countryside. It's actually the Irish countryside. Because Dublin is not actually a country. Because I'm good like that and I know shit.
Yep.
Right. All right.
Okay, so Liam just looks at Terrence. I don't know where it is, but we might ask some of the locals. Do they know?
He hits it up on the internet. There it is.
You could just do that.
Yep.
It's just if you knew, then there was a chance you knew what it was and stuff like that.
Nope, I don't know.
You look it up and you find that it is, frankly, it's not much of a castle when you look at it. It's more like a tower that has mostly collapsed. It was built in the mid 1500s. In fact, it was built in 1560 and has been a ruin for many years.
All right. The castle is not a castle.
It's located on a small hill, which is obviously not that uncommon because high ground and stuff.
Easier to protect.
Exactly.
Is there anything else we can find out from the locals that we want to ask?
Well, if you want to ask, what are you asking specifically?
I think Liam will spend some time walking around, asking people if they've seen this girl, and then he'll give them a description of Fina.
All right.
What she looks like.
Yes.
I might do the same.
Oh, please go on, please.
Sorry, I might do the same, but at the same time, I'd like to roll for activating the gift Persuasion to assist in this. Give me a second. Oh wait, I need to actually pop away from keyboard for a minute. I'll back shortly. So, I won't roll, but carry on without me.
Yes.
I don't think Persuasion works like that either.
Anyway, you ask around. Nobody has actually seen anyone who matches the description. They're very friendly, most of them, all wishing you good luck in finding this girl, but they don't actually know where she is or who she is, and nobody seems to have seen her.
I think Liam will expand his inquiry to include as much as he's been told about the people who took Fina, the big burly
the
gentlemen,
two big burly guys.
Yep.
Yes. Quite a number of big burly men around, and that was pretty much how much information the bosun could give you. So not much luck there either. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then at some point we'll go to the place where the car was found, and that castle.
Donovan.
Exactly. I just names. I just can't names. Nope.
Names just can't.
Nope.
It's Castle.
You can't name. That's
no,
okay.
I cannot name.
That's all right. Okay, so
I'm back.
yes.
Welcome back.
Just for your benefit, Chris, we didn't get any useful info.
I didn't think we would.
Nope. It was worth a try.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
of course.
absolutely.
But no, we've had a big golden target painted on that castle we need to go to. So.
Yep.
The castle that isn't a castle.
Yep.
It was probably a castle by the standards of the time. Anyway, so are we heading there already, or are we doing something beforehand?
Liam's ready to go.
Same. Turns itching to find her girlfriend.
Can't really blame her for that, I think.
Nope.
I just seriously found the Visit Bantry site.
Yes.
It's a charming little place.
Yes, it is. It actually is.
It's actually very charming. They even have whale watch trips.
Yes.
And kayak.
Then put a World of Darkness filter over it, and
then it's not quite as charming anymore.
Nope.
But that's a good point, Heine.
For
Okay.
regular people, it would look like this. For dreamers, it would be charming.
Yes. Well, guys, you have a location to go by now. It was found at Castle O'Donovan, which you can quickly find out is about 12 kilometers east of Bantry.
So a good hike then.
Good hike.
Cool.
Couple of hours at a steady pace on human legs, or slightly shorter if you go wolf.
Yep.
Wolfy woo.
I think driving there's out of the question as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, let's wolf up, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
A wolfing you will go. A wolfing you will go.
Ow, 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 a wolfing we will go.
Exactly. All right, you guys head out to towards Castle O'Donovan, and you get there, and I'm gonna show you a link where you can see a picture of the ruin. Because that might be a good idea.
So creepy, please.
Here you go.
Marty's character. Thing.
You do know my name, right?
Trying to maintain anonymity.
I think we've used names before.
I think we've used names quite often, so it's all right.
I've got a cold. Be nice.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, Rasmus.
Oh, that
stop
looks
being
nice. I would
Yes.
like to explore that place.
Okay, guys. You that's where you get anyway. It takes, if you're on wolf legs, it takes what, about an hour, maybe a little more. A couple of hours on human legs, I'd say. Since you're probably also stopping to sniffing along the way, you know, to find the right track and whatnot, I'd say an hour and a half. Which is fine, because by that point it's mid-morning.
So I was Rasmus, how far does Marty's tainometer reach?
Well, it doesn't reach anywhere unless he activates it.
No, but if he did activate it, how far could he?
In his immediate surroundings.
Okay, immediate surroundings. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Never mind then.
Yes. Sorry. I'll try to expand my taintometer.
Yes. Well,
Must
Your
include more
taintometer-
taints.
as you get there, you come across, well, you see, as you approach, you see two people. Two old men. In fact, they look so old that if you exhale forcefully in their direction, they're probably going to come apart in clouds of dust. And
Eek.
they are sitting on a bench up near the castle, each with a walking cane, and they look to be heavily engaged in some kind of talk or discussion about gods know what. But they are at least close to the castle ruin.
Just a quick question. Are they by any chance eating something?
No.
Then that guys won't work.
So, what now, Alpha?
Taryn tilts her head and goes, how the hell did they make it out here?
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm not entirely certain I trust them.
I sense them, yes?
Please do.
In which case, I shall actually want to activate my taintometer.
Yes, you activate your taintometer, yes.
Yes, and I haven't opened the document where I've written down all my gifts, so I'll just do that quickly. Boom, because I have so many. I am so gifted. Perception plus occult, and you'll decide a difficulty
Yes.
for yourself. Cool. Cool. More cool. I need more occult.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
And I suppose, since I'm a wolf, does that affect the difficulty of this?
No.
Okie dokie
This is a
doke.
supernatural sense, so no.
Boom!
Boom, 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 boom. Well, that's one success. So no, there's no taint here. Actually, there's actually a sort of a strange feeling that there is the background taint that you will find anywhere in the world. But there's less of it.
Oh.
And that is weird for him?
Yes, because normally you expect things to have a certain, as I said, a certain background taint. The whole world is, if nothing else, in the 1950s, the Earth's atmosphere underwent a slight change because we started blowing up nuclear bombs for testing. In fact, it changed so little that we don't really feel it, but it is the reason why archaeologists can no longer actually do carbon dating on finds after that date. You can only use it on finds from before that date, because after that date the isotopes are totally fucked up. So, and it's the same thing here. So the whole world has this subtle background taint, but there's less of it here than what you would normally find.
Well, Marty's comment is just, oh, it's a very nice place.
So you don't detect anything about
Ah.
these two gentlemen?
Well, the gentlemen are just normal human beings, from what you can tell. There's at least nothing weird about them, taint-wise.
Is human, I think.
Okay, so the question then is whether or not we just go up there and do our investigations while they're sitting there, or we wait until they leave.
Are there regularly wolves around here? Are wolves
No.
of the wild
No.
thing in Ireland?
Well, yes, they are. In the world of darkness, they are, but they're rare.
Alright.
In the real world, no.
Then Taryn rummages around in her bag, finds the collar, puts it on, and then just starts roaming around.
Yes. The as you guys look at these two old geezers a little more, you see one of them takes out a hip flask. The very conspiratorial look on his face. He takes out a hip flask, waggles his eyebrows, and takes a deep hit on it. The other guy has this ooh, give me sort of look on his face.
Oh my.
They don't seem to notice you guys at all. They're deep in conversation and drinking.
Taryn tries to inch closer to hear what they're talking about.
Well, it's not too hard. Again, they're not really aware that you're there. They don't actually pay much attention to their surroundings. But they're talking about one of these two guys, the one with the hip flask, is talking about his still.
His what?
His still. Clearly what's in that hip flask is something he's made himself.
Well, Taryn doesn't know that, so she just thinks it's something about his poo or piss.
Ew.
Ew? No, that's stool.
Once again, we've resorted to this.
Eventually she'll end up coming around in front of him, and then just sniff around. Like, I'm just a dog walking here, sniffing around your feet because stuff. She's basically gauging how they will react.
Well, they seem to. One of them notices you and smiles and fishes into his pocket to see if he can't find something. Clearly he looks for a dog biscuit or something. Doesn't come up with one, but he tries.
Aww. She wags her tail, sniffs around, and then, saunters off. Like, I'm done here. Moving on.
Like, you hear them talking about what a nice looking dog.
Then she goes back to the others with, well, they seem nice enough. They didn't go, oh, kill it.
Well, that's good at least, but we still need to decide if we're going to do our thing now or we're going to wait until they're gone.
Quite frankly, I'm not sure I want to wait any longer.
Well, let's do it now then.
Yes.
Do we involve them? Do we ask questions? See if they know anything, or do we just ignore them?
Someone could ask.
Yeah. I'll ask
Anything
them.
weird has happened.
Yeah, I'll do that. The rest of you can go into the castle itself and have a look around, and then message me if there's something you spot.
Sure.
Yes.
Also, Joan, would there be after they found the car, would there be any Garda tape or anything else?
Yes, it's in a pound. So yeah, it's locked up basically.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, you mean if there? Oh, sorry. You mean if there's any here?
Yeah.
No. I thought.
Okay,
You meant back
okay.
in-
They
back
just
in-
removed the car from here.
Yeah. They just
But
they
if
towed
it
they
drove
towed it.
here,
They towed it.
We could possibly find the tracks.
Oh, that's no problem at all. You can easily see where the car was parked. So
Okay,
you
cool.
walk up there, and the two old geezers, obviously, they notice you when you come out of whatever woodlands you've been hiding in.
So
And-
2 people and 2 dogs runs out of the bushes.
Yes. They, one of them raises his cane and waves enthusiastically in your direction.
Liam waves back at him.
Yeah.
He seems to be in a jolly good mood.
Taryn runs in front with the yay, 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 kinda. I'm a happy dog.
Yes.
She basically just does whatever Marty does when he's in a good mood. It's a good pointer to what a happy dog would act like, or at least a happy wolf.
The well, the other one, the one who didn't have the hip flask, stands up. He seems sure-legged enough. It looks like that walking stick is mainly for, cross-country walking sort of thing. He's old, but he's certainly, he's not walking on stiff legs or anything. He waves as well, and comes down towards you guys.
Guard up.
Always. And I'll basically just continue on
Yes.
and just...
Oh,
Whereas I
hello.
Hello there, good sir.
It's rare to see
there.
people out here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not much to look at.
No, I quite disagree. I find it
Well,
quite...
nice to know
quite
that some
interesting.
people are actually interested in the history of this place. Ah. Is there anything
what-
I can help you with? I know this place, you see. I know
At that point, Liam looks over at his alpha.
it.
Take it away, sonny boy.
Oh, God. Again, bear with me with the face, the
Yeah, sure.
lurg. Yes. Hi there, sir. May I ask your name?
Certainly. I am Peter O'Malley. I have been living in these parts for, well, let's see, going on 70 years now.
Yes. I was saying, pardon me for saying it so bluntly, for an elderly gentleman, you do seem very spry and active.
Oh, that's my friend's doing up there. That's his. That's all thanks to him. And his,
Huh?
he's got this magic potion
Right. The
right
stuff
there,
in.
right there in his hip flask. He
Yes, I was about to
he
say.
grins widely.
The vigor of home brews.
Oh,
I mean,
he makes the best potion anywhere in these parts. It's beautiful stuff. It's beautiful stuff.
good to know. Well, I've.
You want to try it?
Maybe later. Right now, we're aside from seeing the sights, we're here on a
And
fairly
put hair
serious.
on your chest, though. I guarantee you. He says and grins.
Oh, I'm sure. In fact, I'm pretty certain it'll also put hairs on my eyeballs.
Yes, probably. At least the first time, but you can shave them.
Delightful. No, we're here on a sort of serious matter as well.
Oh, sorry. Then, pardon me.
No, please, it's all right. We're actually looking for someone.
Oh,
A young girl.
who,
Tally
who's supposed to be here?
Yeah, we've reason to believe that she either came here or was brought here, but then went missing.
Right. Does this have anything to do with that car that the Garda came and pulled away?
Tally nods. Says, it probably does, yes. White.
Right. Well, you see, the thing is, all this stuff around here, it's my land. I was the one
Oh,
who
I
called
see.
the Garda.
I see. Well, you can tell we're not exactly guarded ourselves, but we are friends with the missing girl and we're quite concerned.
Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry. I hope I hope she's all right.
That's why we're here. We're here to see if we can find out anything for ourselves.
Certainly.
Obviously, with your permission, of course, seeing as it's your land.
Absolutely. But who am I to get in the way of eager young people?
That's very kind of you, sir. Yes.
Sorry, I just felt like I should contribute.
Yes. I say, sir, the castle slash tower on yonder, is that
Yes.
is it safe? Is it safe to enter?
Oh no! I'm hoping to you see, the National Trust.
Yes.
They tell me that I need to repair it, but they don't actually give me any money to repair it with.
No.
And I mean, well, I own the land, as I said. I'm hardly a millionaire, and repairing this place, or at least shoring it up, would cost, well, if you pardon me saying so, a feckin' fortune.
Hmm.
And frankly, until the National Trust pulls their finger out of their ears and their arses, no, I'm not shoring it up.
Hmm. A damn shame that.
Yes, it is. I would certainly like to do so, but I had some gentlemen come and have a look at it. You see, the problem with the National Trust is when they tell you you have to shore up this thing, they also tell you the exact contractor who has to do the shoring up. And if you hire someone else, then you have to pay for to have all that work undone and then redone by the company they tell you to get the work done by. And of course, the arsehats who actually run this company that they hire to do this shite knows about this, and their prices are made accordingly.
Tell me, sir, what's the name of this company that it's causing you such trouble?
The contractors.
Yes.
They haven't actually given me that name yet, because I've kept telling them that until they fork out the money for it, I'm not going to do any shoring up anyway, so they might as well not bother.
Okay. Did you? I gather from some implication that the contractor was part of a larger company in some fashion.
I don't honestly know. I don't. I think they hire. It depends on what kind of work you need done on something. In a case such as this,
Yeah.
I assume that it would be some
Did,
kind of engineering, bricklayer, or whatever, something.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Did any representatives or workers from the contractor come by here recently?
No, because as I said, I haven't actually spoken to the contractor at all. I don't know who the contractor would be, because the National Trust aren't willing to pay.
Of course.
So there has been no involvement of any contractor.
And no one else has been around these parts in the last few days.
Well, the people in the white van. But I don't know who they were, because they weren't there when I got here.
Of course.
But I assume that one of them would have to be the young lady that you mentioned.
All right. Tell me, the tower, is there... Obviously there's the tower itself, but how familiar are you with the interior?
Well, as familiar as you can kind of be when you look at it from the outside. It's pretty obvious. Obviously, it's one whole side of it is missing. But well, there are stories, obviously.
Stories?
But what old wives' tales.
I mean, I'm interested. We've got...
Well, you know, it's a bit like, I suppose it's a story not unlike the one saying that, you know, there's a barrow over yonder, an old Celtic Bronze Age thing, Iron Age was name, I don't know, over that way, about half a dozen miles, and you know the old wives' tale for that place is there's a banshee in there, but no, just no. But there is an old tale about this place that there was something here. I mean, this ruin is from 1550, 1560 or something, he said. And the point or the idea is that there was some kind of keep or castle or something before that. One of the old, I don't know, one of the old cashels, maybe, the ring forts that you know they used back in the time of the Rees. And I don't know, because I've never had archaeologists look for it, but the story is that there's something under the ruin. There's something under the hill and you're supposed to be able to, as the story goes, you're supposed to be able to follow them. The moonlight's first rays or some such nonsense in there. What do I know? How do you follow a ray of moonlight? Isn't it always the thing with these old tales? He says they're always so ridiculously vague.
Indeed. It does all sound fascinating. Maybe sometime in the future we can come back and
Well, you're
find out
welcome.
more about this place.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. It's well, as I say, we'll look around. We won't actually go in the castle. You said it's dangerous.
It's for your own safety. You know, it's not. The thing could crash on you.
Yeah, of course. I see.
Part of me actually almost wishes that it would crash, if not on anyone, then just in Feck in general, so I can get the Feck National Trust off me back.
Be a shame, but I can see.
Are you sure you don't want to taste your friend's magic potion? It's so good.
Karen set the thought. Last time she tried.
Liam shrugs and says, "Yep." He looks at Tally.
Young man like you. Yes.
We can take a single. Can we?
He looks up at the other guy and waves him closer. Martin, come down here. They want to taste. There's a lot of echo.
Are there echo?
That's because that dude got excited.
Yes, clearly
I'm
there is.
so excited there's an echo.
Yes. However, the other guy gets up and heads down towards you. And, well, he's bringing his hip flask, obviously, and a big smile on his face. And he holds it out so that somebody can take it if they want to try. It's a fairly large hip flask, incidentally.
I think Liam takes it.
Yes.
And then he takes a fairly large sip of it.
And first, your mouth fills with warm goodness. Then it turns into a burning sensation. Then you start feeling a prickling in your cheeks, and it starts moving all over your body. And around the time this stuff slides down your throat into your stomach, you have a distinct feeling that I'm gonna get drunk.
Cool.
That doesn't happen often.
It doesn't. This stuff is 65% alcohol.
Whew. That packs quite a kick. It does.
Is massively strong.
Yeah, Tally will probably end up before he will have taken the thing and taken a swig before Liam's reaction can manifest in full.
Yes. Well,
He'll get
you
the same
have
thing.
much the same sensation. This is home stilled puchin. It's heavy.
Tally tries talking.
Yes.
Lets out a bit of a wheeze. Eventually, is able to say, "I think I've lost the words." and then looks at the two men and say, "How are you not blind?"
They grin. The one who got introduced to you last, Martin, just and nudges his elbow against Tally's arm and says, "Practice." Lots and lots of practice.
I don't know how it sounds when a wolf laughs, but Taryn is laughing.
Yeah, sort of a yipping sound, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tally, assuming no one else wants it, hands the flask back.
Yes. For the
It
record,
would look weird to force feed your dog that.
That's true.
For the record, this stuff is made from cereals, grains, whey, sugar beets, molasses, and potatoes.
Everything you need in a healthy, balanced diet in Ireland.
Exactly. It is the Irish version of moonshine.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
So basically, he takes the hip flask back after you've both had a taste, and then they both grin, and Marston says, "Well, I'd better get back before the missus gets before she thinks I've run off with the baker's lass." And his friend just groans and shakes his head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, have fun. There's, not much to see around here, but feel free.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely we'll see what we'll see what we can, and we'll keep ourselves safe and out of trouble. Don't worry.
Yes. Well, the two of them walk off.
As soon as they're outside of earshot, Liam leans into Tally and the others, and Conspiratorio says, "Yeah, we're going into the castle."
Taryn's
Bill.
already all the way up there.
Yeah. Yes.
They turned around, she ran up.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tally sort of takes a moment, nods sort of bemused to what Liam said, and just says, "Best time to do it. Filled as I am with."
You can actually both feel the alcohol. It's that strong.
God, it's not gonna take over us at some point. or anything like that.
No. It's just that for Guru, who find it so almost impossible to get drunk, this stuff is actually enough to give you a slight tingle.
Yep. So
Well, the Alpha said yes, so Maddie bolts after Terran.
Yes.
mhm.
Yep.
So do you
Yeah,
do you
Taryn,
think they'd mind if we took one of those hip flasks with us home?
I don't know if they've got spares.
A shame.
I have to stop by there. I have to stop by the brewer's lodgings and see if we can't get some that way.
Yeah.
Well, now is as good a time to go into the castle as any, as powered as we are by Dutch courage, or Irish courage in this case.
Well, keep in mind what he said about the moon thing, because as silly as he may have found it, there might actually be some truth to it.
Of course, so we have to wait till night.
Well, we can go in and search now, but I suggest we also wait until nightfall. And
Yes. He also mentioned the barrow, the banshee in it.
I'm less enthusiastic about that.
Yes, I was going to say we should probably steer clear of that for now,
Yeah, let's do that.
but we should bear in mind that
Adventure!
Adventure
It's-
my ass.
down in the underground beneath the castle, not gallivanting off to meet a screaming spirit.
Yep.
Actually, a banshee is a malicious fae, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes. So basically, it's a case of we'll avoid it, but bear in mind it is there and that
Well,
it could
and
pop
then
up at any time.
Yes, and then very occasionally, something that is seen as a banshee turns out to be the Morrigan, the deity, the Morrigan, not the Guru.
Uh-huh. That. If we meet the Morrigan, I think Tally will probably just have a heart attack.
Roll over and play dead.
Well, he'll roll over and be dead most likely.
Probably. All right.
So yes, we go to the castle. We ignore the advice of Tay Pratchett and we do go near the castle.
Yes. Well,
They should probably hurry up before the two wolves are in there alone.
but the point is, you go in there, and there's not really much to see. I mean, if you looked at the picture, the link I sent you, you can kind of see that it's just a ruined tower, which is mostly, in fact, collapsed. And there's a little bit of outlying stonework where some other buildings may have stood originally, but it's quite small. And there's no, it's not like you can find like stairs leading into a cellar or anything of the sort.
So basically what you're saying is we need to find a secret entrance.
I'm not saying
Potentially.
anything of the sort.
Well, based on what the based on what little of the prophecy, the folk tale, the gentleman told us, we probably should have sat down and asked him for the full thing. But yeah, we have to wait until Wait until
Like-
the moonlight's first ray, so I have to wait for the moon to first come up and shine on the area. That being said, I think it would be prudent to get a scope out of the castle where everything is, what looks particularly unstable, so we know how to get out of there as quick as possible if and when we do find the secret entrance. I mean, we've got time, we've got a few hours to just get used to the location and see where everything is carefully.
Yes.
Well, it is early day.
Yes.
So you basically go searching around the countryside nearby. Is that correctly understood? You said you wanted to scope out the place.
Yes. Again, sort of trying to avoid the general... Did the gentleman point out which direction the barrow with the banshee
Yes, he pointed.
was?
He pointed, and he said it was
In that
about
case-
a half a dozen miles or something.
Well, then we're going to be nowhere near it.
No,
But yeah, we're around the area.
he was just using it as an example of old wives' tales, basically.
Speaking of which, you mentioned that all of us as Guru are inherently able to sort of sense a degree of taint in the world. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, no. You have the what's it called, the primal urge thing, but that doesn't actually make you feel taint so much as it makes you feel if something is off in general.
Okay.
In order to feel taint, you need the gift, sense worm.
Of course. So that feeling of it being a bit cleaner around here than it normally is.
You do all of you okay in that regard? Yes. Primal urge is obviously the connection with the wild, and this place is pretty fucking wild. This is heathland, and I mean, in all likelihood, what this old man has on this land, it's not. It isn't plowed and tilled and cultured or cultivated around here. It's the kind of place where you would probably expect to find sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Except you can't actually see any sheep right now, but that would be a logical kind of activity to take place around here, would be to have flocks of sheep.
Yes, and okay, that's
So
fine.
basically, Taliesin is very excited.
Because he's got a chance to chase sheep.
I'm
Oh, dear.
going.
Yeah.
There goes your Christmas card again. You utter Judases, the pair of you. But yes, so I want to then, having sort of scouted around and got everyone else to do it, I would like to sit in the castle and wait. What does my common sense tell me about this?
That's fine.
That's good.
Yeah, sure.
Does anyone want to do anything else?
It makes perfect sense to wait there, but as I said, I need you were kind of scouting out the area first, right?
Yes, that's
that
correct.
That was the question I was asking. Good.
Yes.
All right. Well,
what happens?
In that case, you do all, in fact, come across something which definitely should not be there. You come across a small. It's a cleft in the ground where basically it's a what's it called, a crag of rocks.
Yeah, crag.
Yeah, and it would be probably be the kind of place where, you know, a sheep might fall down and die or something. It's not that it's terribly deep, but it's deep enough, and it's pretty deceptive, basically. So you get over, you walk up over a hilltop, and somebody grabs a hold of well, I assume that you're still in the same shapes as you were before, so in that case, Tally walks up over the crest of the hill, and Liam manages to just catch him before he steps into this hole, falls over, and breaks his leg openly in 3 places. Because you don't see it until it's right in front of you. And you do realize that there is a small stone cairn. Again, not a werewolf cairn, but a stack
burial
of
mound.
stones. Yeah, exactly. No, just a small stack of stones
Oh, yeah, of
down the opposite slope, telling people to be aware that they are coming up on something. But there is no such cairn on the slope you just came up, so you didn't see it until you nearly stepped into the damn thing. The problem is that at the bottom of this gorge or this crag, you find two bodies, or two dead people down there.
Oh, Jesus. Who are the dead people?
Big burly men wearing black.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the big burly men, so it's not the two other guys. Signs of cause of death?
Violence.
Of the
Blunt force trauma in the case of one of them. Very sharp force trauma in the case of the other.
Okay, so one's been clubbed and one's been stabbed.
Cut is more like it.
Cut, okay. Okay. Anything else? Anything on their persons as to help identify them?
Nope. They are, in fact, Mr. John Doe 1 and John Doe 2. They have no driver's license. They have no wallets. Nothing.
Where, Marty?
Yes?
Can you get their scent and find out which way they came from?
Yes. And while I'm at it, I think just to be on the safe side, maybe I should sense worm again.
Yes. Okay.
So I'll start with that, because... perception occult... Boom.
Boom.
Oh my.
That was the worm thing, right?
Yes.
Yes. They are both fairly heavily worm tainted.
I inform the others thusly.
I had a feeling. But yes, thank you for confirming it.
And then for the sniffing of them, which I assume will be unpleasant. And dum bam bim, boop. And of course, being in lupus, it's difficulty -2.
Yes.
Welcome back, AJ. Oh,
Ooh. Yes.
I think I might be distracted by the fact that they're worm
No,
tainted.
you have one success because it's -2 difficulty and success.
Oh,
They haven't been dead for very long. Again, there's actually a good deal of echo right now, and I'm not shouting this time. There's a trace that leads back towards the place where you came. It seems to be from the if you follow the track back, do you do that?
yes.
All right. Well, as you follow the trail back, you get back to where the car was parked.
Huh.
There is a place between the car. It's close to where the car was parked. There is a place where there are a lot of different scents mixed in and out between each other, and it something pretty violent happened here in some way, because there's a lot of people who've been running around, and one of these two people you just found, one of the dead guys, apparently tried to run off, but was caught up and killed. Then dragged back to where the other one was, and then hauled up here and thrown into the crack.
Interesting.
They got in something attacked them, but a
What
worm taint.
murdered them?
Something blunt and something sharp. I don't know.
Theory. They, the two big burly dead men, went to Dublin at the behest of someone else. Got Fina, came back. There was some kind of disagreement, and it turned deadly for the two big burly dead men.
You think that they were disposed of once they're outgrown
Maybe.
their useless?
I think maybe, yeah.
You can smell 4 other scents, plus
Yes.
several animal scents.
Can I
What?
smell what kind of animal?
You're not 100% certain, but you're pretty sure one of them is a bear. There
Okay.
are no bears living wild in Ireland.
I smell more people and animal. Bear.
Bear out here.
Yes, no. No bear in Ireland, but bear.
I like this guy.
Do we?
Love Marty.
How much do we know about the other fairer, the other changing breeds?
You know that there are such things as werebears. They're exceptionally rare.
Yeah,
Not
so
to be confused with Care Bears.
Most of them are in Russia.
yes, but it's
Siberia.
certainly it is certainly a tempting conclusion to jump to, isn't it? That since I know there are no wild bears in Ireland, that this isn't a wild bear.
Well,
Well,
anyway, you smell. You can smell that. You smell. As I said, 4 people and several other animal scents that you're not quite sure about. We only did have 1 success, so yeah.
Yeah.
That should.
Turn.
Oh, wait a second. You had one of those 4 other people is Fina.
Oh. In that case, yes, I shall definitely tell the others.
Because you had that sniffle in pantry of something that smelled like her.
well, it's basically the shirt Taryn is currently wearing.
Yes.
It was hers.
Can any of the scents picked up be traced?
Well, roll for it.
And that's just the same perception and survival.
Yes.
Let's see if I can do any better.
I might roll something as well, actually, if that's all right.
I'm hoping that's better.
It is better. Yes, you follow it up towards the crack first and foremost, obviously, because, well, the guys were thrown in there. And then back towards the castle ruin, but it stops halfway there and just vanishes. Into thin air, there's nothing.
The smell stop here. I try Umbra, yes?
Yeah. Although I suspect it might also mean that this is precisely where they got in through the secret entrance thing.
Yeah.
If there is one.
Oh,
But yes, let's see if we can Umbra up.
Right, you try.
what is difficulty?
Difficulty here is 5.
Cool.
Okay.
That should
3
be
successes.
pretty easy then.
Yep, not
Oh,
too hard.
Difficulty. Umbalabum.
Whoa!
6 successes.
Wow, nice. Yes, you guys have little difficulty getting into the Umbra. In fact, you have no difficulties getting into the Umbra.
Just
Oh,
for
there you go.
once.
Oh, he rolled
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
So, you get in, and, well, there's a ruined castle there as well. It's slightly less ruined, but it's still ruined. Otherwise, the landscape looks much the same. And well, there are a few spirits in here, including a couple of sheep standing nearby looking at you.
Oh god.
Taryn
Yes.
elbows Tally and then points to them. Look!
No, don't even There's no point talking to a sheep spirit.
I think we are supposed to eat them.
I'm not that convinced.
But we are wolf.
Yes.
We do have until nightfall.
I'm
What do
not
you say
eating
we-
sheep.
What do you say we go on a little hunt?
Ugh,
Yes.
boys.
What does common sense say about going on a hunt?
Good way of spending some time.
And Tally looks at Taryn and says, "You did eat a bit of sausage. To be honest, eating sheep would probably be a lot healthier for you."
We hunt.
Taryn silently looks at him with a boys look.
Liam nods and smiles at Marty. Yeah, we hunt in pack. I'll race you to them, and then he.
The sheep suddenly realize that they are going to be hunted and go, ah! And run off as fast as they can.
I shall also engage in the hunt.
Suddenly, these people were, oh my god, things got dangerous. They bolt.
Oh, I almost feel bad for them.
Well, you needn't.
Almost.
You needn't, because when you get over the next hilltop, you are looking at something like 100 sheep. And they're all bleating because these two that are coming towards them are all, they're bleating and they're warning the others.
Oh,
And
God, we're
suddenly
causing a
you
stab.
have pure pandemonium when this flock of sheep try to escape.
Oh, how exhilarating!
Oh,
I
God,
think
we've
Liam, in his wolf, his wolf speak, exclaims to Marty, "We've died and gone to heaven!" And then charges.
He gets to reply, fun!
Well, the sheep very obligingly try to run in all different directions at once,
Enough of them.
and get.
Oh god.
It's a bit of a Benny Hill situation.
Yeah.
Well, this will be interesting. Let's see. Yep, Taryn follows them, like, fuck this shit! And then she goes wolf and chases after them too.
It's actually quite a relief. It's a good way of getting some tension out of your system, is to run after these sheep, who are, well, as sheep are, not the smartest animals in creation.
Clearly.
They really aren't that clever, but they are kind of fluffy and adorable and all that, but they aren't terribly intelligent animals. So they all try to run off in different directions and summarily get hunted down. At least I don't know if you're killing all of them, but you're at least catching some of them.
Just a few, I imagine. Also, of note, I think Maddie will definitely make sure to thank the spirits after the hunt.
Yes.
Well,
As I remember is customary.
Yes, it is.
they will quickly realize that Taryn doesn't really know how to kill them. So she just goes into them. She doesn't kill them. She just, stands over them and howls with, "I caught you! Run again!"
Oh!
Right. It's recycled hunting in her case then.
It's quite obvious that
It's
she
the hunt.
wants to do it.
It's the hunt that
But she
keeps on
doesn't-
giving.
She doesn't really know how to, and she doesn't really want to hurt it.
Well, you guys hunt, and those of you who do take part in a kill all get back a point of gnosis. Sadly, that means Taryn
Once
doesn't.
Again.
Poor Taryn.
She's just chasing one sheep, chases it down, attacks the fluff, then realizes she doesn't even bite through, then lets it run and chases something else. There's plenty to chase around.
You have some very confused sheep running around as well. It's like, how am I still alive? Alive!
Oh dear.
I'm alive! I don't get it.
Shall we take the moment of the victory of this hunt to take a break?
Actually, that's a good idea. Let's take a break here, and we will be back with the final hour in just a few moments. All right?
Okay.